After any election loss, there's always an autopsy of the election. What went wrong? Why did we lose? And don't get me wrong, that's an important and a valuable thing to do. But it is equally important not just to look backwards, but to look forward. So today, I give you 6 things Republicans need to do to regroup as a party, as a movement, in order to win future elections. Number 1, tie yourself to principles, not politicians. In our country, we unfortunately live in a cult of personality. Now, this is not exclusive to politicians. It includes professional athletes and Hollywood actors and actresses, Instagram fit bodies, celebrity pastors and grifty self-help gurus, musicians, any kind of influencer. You get my point. To put it bluntly, this cult of personality is unhealthy, especially in politics, because elevating politicians to a position of celebrity in a way deifies them. This is dangerous because it gives them power. Too much power. Do not give them that much power in your mind. Give your loyalty to principles first and support politicians contingent on their loyalty to the same principles. Now, this doesn't mean you can't respect Ronald Reagan or Donald Trump or whatever politician you like, but do not tie yourself first to the politician. That's the first thing. The second thing, don't be afraid to say something unpopular. Be pro-life. Don't be afraid to say, life begins at conception and therefore abortion is wrong. Be pro-science. Don't be afraid to say, men can't be women, and it's dangerous to women to pretend that biological males who identify as women are real women. Be compassionate, of course, to transgender individuals, and keep fighting to ensure that every person is treated equally under the law, but men and women are different. Champion fiscal responsibility. Don't be afraid to say, we need to cut wasteful government spending, and yes, that means we need to majorly reform welfare spending. Be proud to be a Christian. Don't be afraid to say, I'm Christian, and I believe and live my life according to God's word in the Bible. Don't be afraid to say something that might be unpopular. That's the second thing. The third thing, don't hesitate to criticize the politicians you voted for. That's your job, to hold politicians accountable. If we don't, who will? Think of it like disciplining a child. It's not loving or supportive to let children run wild without correction or boundaries. It's loving to hold them accountable and correct their behavior. That's the same with politicians. It's not disloyal to criticize your senator if they're voting for irresponsible spending bills or voting against Section 230 reform. It's responsible. It's your job. That's the third thing. The fourth thing, challenge the left on everything. Nothing is too small to challenge because everything is part of the left's strategy to fundamentally transform America. Take racial justice curriculum in the schools, for example. The left phrases it in a way that makes it hard to challenge. But we should, because what the left is calling racial justice is actually critical race theory, which teaches students that there's no objective truth and that white people are inherently racist. If we let the left get away with it, it destroys the fabric of our society and becomes harder and harder to unravel. So challenge it before it takes root. That's the fourth thing. The fifth thing, there is no virtue in compromise if what's on the line is our basic individual liberties and constitutional rights. It does not make you a better politician if you compromise. Our government was supposed to be gridlocked. That's literally how it was designed. There is no virtue in compromise in and of itself. The virtue is standing strong in your principles and refusing to cave to pressure even when it's difficult. That's the fifth thing. The sixth thing, be clear about how conservative values make people's lives better. We must be the party of school choice, which benefits everybody, from inner-city disadvantaged kids to wealthy taxpayers. We must be the party of science, which says life begins at conception, and we owe it to our brothers and sisters without a voice to protect them in the womb. We must be the party of jobs. We must be pro-small business, low taxes. We must be the party of choice and liberty. You are free to choose how to live your life and worship the God you choose. Live the way that you think is best. We must be the party that cherishes the traditional family unit, not just for moral reasons, but because the family is the best anti-poverty program any country has ever devised. We must be the party of free speech. Even if we disagree with what you say, we will fight side by side with you for your right to say it. we must be the party of the free market. Because whatever issue matters most to you, whether it's climate change and environmentalism, or national security, or blue-collar jobs, the free market is the best way to increase production, raise the quality of the products and services, and create wealth so that everybody in our nation has a chance to succeed. If the Republican Party commits to these 6 things, we will win elections. And more importantly, our country and the citizens of our country will be better off.